Hello and welcome to Conversation Corner. My name is Kunal and I generally talk about very interesting ideas. Today's idea is going to be something that I learned from Krishnamurti, and based on that, I want to suggest the idea of not thinking about anybody when you're not with them. By that, I mean anybody, not your parents, not your husband, not your wife, not your children. Whenever you're sitting by yourself, whenever you're thinking of someone, no matter who that is, generally what you're accessing are your memories of that person. Whether this person's been good to you, whether this person's been bad to you, or whether it was a neutral interaction. And whenever you're accessing your memories, what you're actually doing is you're accessing your past. And then when you meet that person for the next time, it's not that person who you're meeting, it's your memory of them, your impression of them, based on which you interact in a certain way. Think of this: if someone spilled uh, tea on you the first time you met them, they were moving, they turned right, and they spilled tea on you, you'd have a horrible impression of them. And if you think about that person in the same way, the next time you meet them, you're not going to have a very neutral opinion of them. You're going to have a negative impression of them based on your first interaction. Whenever we have our interactions with anyone at any point in time, we are creating impressions of those people, and those impressions are the impressions that we are carrying forward in our future conversation, especially when the interactions are very emotionally charged. So if you just had a fight with someone and you're constantly thinking about the fight that you had with that person, everything that you built with that person or all your interactions till that point in time are going to go to zero, and you're going to focus on that fight again and again, which is why when you have a conversation with that person the next time, it's going to be skewed by these mental images of the past. When you do not think about the past, when you do not think about a person with respect to the past, the conversation you are having with that person is a very fresh conversation. And they are also seeing you in a new light if they adopt this practice. This will help you see things as they are. And if someone is really not being as kind to you as they should be, you will be able to see through that. A lot of us accept unacceptable behavior because in the past, someone had a track record of consistently being kind to us. So when that kindness slowly starts declining, we don't really take notice because we still have those mental impressions of this person being very kind to us. So we cut this person a lot of slack. We remind ourselves that of how kind they've been to us in the past, although they aren't as kind to us right now. When you stop thinking about people when you're not with them, your next interaction helps you to be in the moment with them and interact with them as the moment dictates. Someone may have been horrible to you in the past but has had a change of behavior and is looking to treat you better. If you don't recognize that at that point in time, you won't be able to communicate with this person correctly. Similarly, if someone treated you amazing in the past but now has suddenly had a change in behavior and has become very arrogant towards you, you will not be able to see through that behavior and you will give that person the benefit of the doubt. So, whenever you're thinking of someone when you're not with them, you're actually thinking about the memories you have of that person in the past. And within that period of time, from when you're thinking of them to when you actually meet them, there may have been a certain behavioral change in that person, or there may be another aspect to them which you'll get to see. However, you won't be able to see this if your mind still has impressions of them as you saw them when you first saw them. A lot of times people say first impression is everything. What they mean to say is the first impression you give is everything, but don't judge people on their first impressions, because first impressions may skew your real judgment of how people are. Every meeting with anyone you know or you do not know needs to be a fresh meeting as if it were taking place for the first time, so that you see things for how they are. If that made sense, leave a comment and I want to know your opinion on this.